All right, guys, we're going to get right into it, man. So we had a Republican telling ex-MSNBC host Mehdi Hassan threatening him on CNN live TV, man. I couldn't believe my eyes when I heard this. I was like, whoa, this guy really screwed up. He just lost his job. He has CNN looking crazy right before the elections. For him to, and he sat there and really showed his true face, that he's a sick, satanic monster, right? To sit there and threaten another MSNBC host with a horrific terrorist crime that was committed in the Middle East. We're going to get into that later on, but let's get into this video really quick, man. This was pretty bad.
All day long, the Trump campaign have been saying, it's a comedian, it's a comedian, it's a comedian. It wasn't just a comedian. Park the comedian and what he said, and you still have Rudy Giuliani, you still have his childhood friend, you still have his donor saying the pimp handlers. That's right. Just one of those people 10 years ago would have ended a Republican campaign. John McCain, Mitt Romney wouldn't have survived one of those people, right? Yeah. And these people there's so many of them, it's classic flooding the zone, Steve Bannon style. We can't even talk about all of them because there's too many of them to get through. In fact, you should give a raise to the producer who had to
By the way, this dude, Steve Bannon, just got released from prison. This is like literally 10 minutes ago.
You didn't even get through all the clips. There was still Tucker Carlson doing replacement. Don Jr. did replacement. And then Trump himself turned up and talked about invading and occupying our country, which is the language of the far right. He talked about enemy of the people, which is Joseph Goebbels. He talked about enemy of the enemy within, which is literally Hitler. I mean, these are my problem is, I get it. Nobody wants to be called Nazis. It's very inflammatory. But if you don't want to be called Nazis, stop doing it.
You're called an anti-Semite more than anyone else's table.
Yeah.
And people will sit there and... No, by me. I never called you an anti-Semite. Okay. I mean, I'm not sitting here saying
I'm a supporter of the Palestinians, so I'm used to it.
Yeah, I hope your beeper doesn't go off. The thing is that...
Did you just say I should die?
You should not.
No.
Wow.
No, I did not say that. No, I did not say that.
Hold on. Did your guest just say I should be killed?
By the way, what he's referring to was a really horrific terrorist attack that occurred in Lebanon, where it hasn't been obviously confirmed, but we know it's probably the Mossad who put TNT in beepers and cell phones that were distributed to, for the most part, members of, well, not even members, probably people affiliated with Hezbollah, right? But the crazy thing is, a lot of those beepers and cell phones were sold to civilians as well, right? So you had a total of what, like 20 deaths, 25 deaths, and over 2,500 wounded, right? And I'm talking about limbs coming off, huge burns. Probably in the groin area, so it was a really sick, horrific crime that occurred, and it was being blown up in civilian centers. Like, it was people just shopping in the market, so other people around them got hurt, and these were little TNT explosives. They'd send like the phone a text message or something, and then it overheats and blows up. Really sick, horrific crime. So he pretty much threatens Mehdi Hassan on CNN. This sick little shit.
On live TV.
I said I hope
Guys,
you don't...
let me just stop.
You said you hope my beeper doesn't go off.
Because you said I'm a big supporter
of the Palestinians.
Of Hamas.
Guys, let me stop.
Palestinians.
Are you a supporter
Am I
of
what?
Hamas?
No, of course I'm not.
Ryan,
I apologize.
Are you a racist, violent person inciting violence against
Ryan,
That's
disgusting. That is completely...
No, I apologize.
Good job, CNN. Let's have first block say the Muslim guy should be blown up on TV.
Don't say then I apologize. You literally...
I thought you said Hamas.
You didn't think I said Hamas. I said I supported Palestinian rights.
Yes, I did.
Why? Because when you hear
What's funny is Rudy Giuliani said this yesterday, so you're a great guest to be here to defend Rudy Giuliani.
I wasn't going to entertain nonsense today, and so at this point,
this is what we're in now. This is America in 2024.
Here's what I will say.
Forget the racism.
That's right.
It's I should die.
I didn't say that. You said
what does beeper mean? Don't give me your
I did not say you should die.
That's exactly what you said, my guy. That's exactly what you said.
What did you mean by the beeper? No, you didn't. You said, I hope your beeper doesn't go off.
Ryan, stop talking.
At least have the guts to support your racist comment.
Hang on.
I'm so sorry.
Let her
bring it back. This is why yesterday's rally was disgusting.
Don't call us Nazis, but I'm going to threaten the brown guy as a terrorist and kill him.
Because I didn't ever say Donald Trump was Hitler. But do you know who stood on a stage yesterday and said, I want to come to the Nazi rally? I don't have to make up words and call you something. You're saying it for yourself. And what you just said
Kamala
right
Harris
here,
is a pimp
apologize, but I will tell you, I don't accept that apology, and you didn't even
That's
say it to
fine.
me.
I didn't say it
that
to
was
you.
disgusting. But I can be offended when you don't even say it to me. I'm not Puerto Rican, but I was offended by what he said yesterday. And I'm offended that the former president and potentially future president would allow it and go for 12 hours and not say, I don't care, because you know what?
Yeah, what a pathetic
Are you?
piece of work there, man. Like, this guy is a moron. Like, he literally just lost his job. Probably he has CNN looking crazy because they kick him off the show right after that. And this is all coming from Donald Trump bringing his, certain people that he's affiliated with. They went and spoke at his rally, and a lot of people that aren't, the basic Trump, looking Trump supporter, they want to support Trump. He has a lot of supporters, when it comes to Latinos, Muslims, anybody. A lot of people support Trump, but then he brings this little nerd Poindexter, this piece of crap here, and he makes a stupid comment like that. And how the hell are other people supposed to feel? Especially when you have states that you really need to win this election, like Pennsylvania, state with a lot of people from the Caribbean, right? Puerto Rico and all that shit. And you really need to do well in that state, right? And what happens if a lot of these people that are Puerto Rican or from that region or Palestinian, or what happens if they wake up that day and be like, you know what, man, I just heard what this little asshole went and said during his rally, and you know what? Fuck it, it's not worth it, bro. I'm not gonna vote for this piece of shit. I don't give a shit if he's gonna help the country. Like, he's making me feel like shit. And there are people out there like that. So look at this clown here, bro.
You guys know this, but there's literally a floating island of garbage in the middle of the ocean right now. Yeah, I think it's called Puerto Rico. Okay, all right, okay, we're getting there. Again, normally I don't follow the national anthem, everybody.
All right, so he calls Puerto Rico a literal island of garbage, which, look, man, to their defense, they went through a horrific hurricanes, and there was a bunch of different disasters that occurred there, and obviously in the Middle East it's just war everywhere, and this clown here comes on stage and makes a comment like that. Why don't you comment about how New York City's become a garbage can? Why don't you comment about how San Francisco, which I went to last week, is a literal trash can filled with drug addicts and homeless people? Why don't you talk about that? Huh? Why don't you talk about how every single airport in America is falling apart and looks disgusting? The streets look disgusting. Dude, it's like, dude, look in the damn mirror, okay? And the reason a lot of people are supporting Trump is because he's made some great he's promised the American people change, and that he's going to be able to improve a lot of these things that we're seeing. Obviously, we have to, deal with the homeless issue here in LA, and then you have, the whole host of problems, right? From the immigration issue to the drug issue to the homeless people to the school curriculum, and we're all on board with you, right? A lot of these people that come from these countries are conservative. Everybody's on board with you, man. Why would you put a piece of crap like that to make that type of comment and get people? If you get just, I don't know, 10,000 people who see that and be like, that are on edge, that are like, you know what, I just really don't want Kamala to win. I'm just going to cast a vote for Trump. And how many views is this? Has like over millions of views. You're going to get at least 10,000 people who are going to be like, you know what, man, forget this piece of shit, bro. I'm sitting this one out. Right? And there you go. There goes Pennsylvania. Okay. There goes Wisconsin. There goes Michigan. There goes Arizona, which Trump does horribly in, because there's a lot of there's obviously the Mexican population there who's not rocking with his border policies. Why, dude? Like, at least try to act like you're not that guy. up until your election, up until you could possibly seal the election, which I highly doubt he's going to win, guys. I'm going to do a live stream for the election night, and the dude's not, they are rigging this election left and right. Okay, there are reports coming out of Pennsylvania. There's dead people voting. There's illegal immigrants voting. They got some people are casting their vote for Trump, and then they're seeing it, and it says Kamala, and oh my God, they are deep up in this election, bro. They don't want the military tribunal who's backing Trump to take action and start imposing military law and start arresting some of these executives and all these people that are involved in a whole bunch of shit. They know what's going to happen. That's why they keep trying to assassinate the guy, right? Dude, this election is going to be anything but fair, okay? And you're going to see, all right? I'm not making this stuff up. There's reports all over the place of shit going down everywhere. But yeah, what a moronic man! This guy's a piece of crap, bro. Come on, man. Let's get it together, man. Let's get it together.